G'day mates, welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4, the Swedish Saviours. You can see here the Allies are absolutely dominating. We're moving into the Soviet Union here. Sweden controls northwestern Germany, most of sort of the northwestern part here of Russia, the industrialized part at least. And of course we have taken a lot of stuff here. Looks like we've finally cleaned up in Africa when I wasn't watching as well, which is a very nice thing. United Kingdom, of course, controlling much of Central and Eastern Europe there. So we're going to move on in. We're going to keep pushing against them. We took Moscow last episode. I don't know if I can find where Moscow is. Somewhere here. There we go, right there. Moscow, right in the center. It's where all the heart of the fighting is. We just managed to come down around to push straight up. There are a lot of little pockets around us, but no doubt they will get cleaned up shortly. We are about to lose. I don't know why they keep pushing on. Probably because I've got them on aggressive. So you actually need to come back and meet up before I lose more tanks that I can't afford to lose. I did lose 2 last episode because I was careless. I upgraded them into some of the new tanks, and for some reason when they're involved in battle they struggle to, obviously struggle to reinforce in time. So these guys, I'm actually going to bring them back here for the time being. That'll actually give them a chance to completely, I guess, repair up and get their shipments of supplies coming in. Hopefully, let's just have a look here. Looks like things are ticking over now. Get the manpower they need. Shipments coming in. 1200 manpower, 99 hours. 31 days. Yeah, they're working on it. They're working on it. So that's not really a concern. In the meantime, you are probably going to hold back what you're doing. And I'm actually going to cancel. You guys, you're just covering too much is the problem. It's not my job to cover everything. So we're going to hold all battles for the time being and take stock of what we're doing. Now we're trying to push through here, so we actually need to break through. You can attempt to come across that river. I don't think you'll be successful, but there we go, we've got that. So you're going to push in there, you can hold where you are and then counterattack that way. This will give us a new pocket. Actually going to get you to stop what you're doing. It's a tough battle. Why? Because there's so many of them. Georgy Zhukov. Zhukov, of course, one of the very, very famous Russian generals. Brilliant leader. You're also going to hold up what you're doing. And meanwhile, you should be able to just break in. There we go. Surround them. I wonder if I can actually take that. Can I get there in time? Yes, I can. You're going to go there. You're going to go there. I've got nothing here. So you two can push there. Excellent, excellent. Okay, more pockets done. We're cleaning up. Let's clean this one up here in the center, and then I think we'll have taken out a lot of the Russians. So last episode we did take out 50 Russian divisions in one go. They've rebuilt slightly, but they are way down. They had between 300 and 350. They've now got between basically 215 to 300. So we've taken them right down, nearly 50 divisions in one go, in a massive pocket over here. So although it looks like they are pushing up over there, maybe we're struggling. A quick push down here could actually give us a whole new big pocket over there. I don't know how many divisions there are though, so yeah, I think it would be worthwhile to try and figure out where all my guys are. So I'm actually going to get you to circle that, and you, mate, I'm going to get you to come down here and prepare to push down to the Crimea. Now, if we can go down through the Crimea, that will basically pocket Kiev entirely. Of course, the Allies are shrinking this pocket before we even get there, but we need to hurry up and make that pocket already. You are approved rocket engines. What can we do with that? Not much. 45. I need more boats. Not really. We're researching those. Naval doctrine's not important. Air doctrine is being done. Let's get better rockets. I don't really care anymore. I'm just getting the technology for the fun of it. Now, of course, we can throw down... Let's actually get a couple of strategic bombers. We don't need many of them, but we'll grab just a couple. We're only going to get a couple per year. Very difficult to produce when you have no resources. We're probably building them out of toothpicks or something similar. Either way, you can probably push straight away aggressively. You, though, are nearly ready. You're nearly in place. Once your organisation recovers, we are going to push Heavy Cruiser 2. Let's go straight up to Heavy Cruiser 3. Excellent. You, I think I'm just going to push straight down. Here you go, just go for it. That should be a wide enough front to secure their flanks, at least for the time being. And I don't think the Russians can handle us anymore. Yeah, they lost too much in that one big push before. So with that, we've basically got them running. Just to request heavy tank. We should have more than enough heavy tanks remaining. So that is just a bit of a glitch, because we're not building them. Come on guys, push for it. Get across that river. Dnipropetrovsk. I can't read Russian at all. There we go, across the river. We've got one more crossing down here. Of course, we come around it over here. And then we're done. We've got them completely pocketed off. And hopefully we can avoid ourselves becoming pocketed. That, of course, is the big issue. I got the Uland class. Excellent. I may as well keep getting more submarines. Now, production. Probably could have done this a lot earlier. But it doesn't matter. Could have changed them over to the level 3 ones, but doesn't matter. We will just go straight to level 4. And you can keep sticking them into the Sweden fleet. Beautiful. And when I'm running time, I don't have a there we go. I don't have the fine control of the zoom levels that you have when you're paused. I think actually you actually know you're coming down, so we may as well just keep pushing here. And yeah, we've got them, and now the Allies can come in and push, take out that big pocket in the centre, and of course the huge pocket over here, which is possibly being forced backwards, but not for long. Once we cut off their supplies, they are not going to have much of a choice other than to surrender or die. You actually push over that direction. I'd like you guys to start knocking down. Actually cut off everything. And you can just... There we go. If you got... Just push. Go for it. Any units that I've left behind, you can just go for it. And do some damage. I'm sure I gave you orders to go that way. Are there any more of them? Okay, well, U6 actually, I'm going to tell to push up to Kiev. Now, they will be getting supplies from Kiev. Probably not enough for all of these units, but if we can take Kiev, we will really seriously knock them down. 21 divisions from Das Nederlands. Thank you very much. You can go into my garrison force. Now, it looks like everyone's volunteering for me because they know that it will be better than being on the front lines. May actually be worthwhile. Now I've got nearly 100 divisions here. May be worthwhile calling them back and actually or rejecting them from here on out, because it would be really shit if I started to drain the Allies of some of their important filler divisions. Well, it's mostly Netherlands and Norway. Oh shit. Just get this covered. Come on. Dispersed fighting, may as well keep going there. Operational destruction. You're going to stop where you're going that way. You can go that way. You can go that way. We need to relink up again. This is not good. Doesn't matter, if we get down there, we should have supplies coming through. Shit, this didn't go as well as I thought it would. Ah, come on, guys. Break through, break through. Just go the other way. There we go. We got supplies coming through again. Excellent. Excellent. We're in good stead. We didn't get Kiev, but we are beginning to close that pocket now and push them off. Now, they're not getting any more supplies in there other than what's in Kiev. So we've got that completely locked down. I will be getting a lot of stuff. I'm actually getting quite a lot of manpower as well from all this Russian land that I'm controlling. So things are going pretty well here. Pretty well, all things considered. I think another push on Kiev will go. With this wider front, they won't be able to block us off quite so easily. 3 different directions and on both sides of the river. So, Heavy Cruiser 3, excellent. Time for Heavy Cruiser 4. Beautiful. How far along are the Russians? Not even halfway. Although I think at this point we've done so much damage that they're dropping right down. That was nearly 3.5 million men. All combined, they're approaching 4 million on that side. And I can't see how many we've lost total. But how many of the Saviours lost? We've lost 175,000, which is pretty significant for such a small nation as Sweden. Okay, there we go. We've got Kiev. If we can get in there. There we go. We've got Kiev now locked down. I think at this point it will be just involving cutting them up into bite-sized chunks. Yep, that's it all done. I don't want to lose Kiev though, so we're going to go back this way. And there we go. Just hold Kiev from these guys while the allies come in. Okay, you go that way. You go that way. Yep, smashed them. Absolutely smashed them. That was all locked down. Now, with these guys here, they're fully reloaded. How many modern tanks do we have? 2,000 again. We can probably switch a whole bunch more of them. I'm just going to give you just a bit of a... Well, you're not fighting, so that doesn't matter. So I'm going to give you 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These 10 should be able to change over, provided we've got enough of everything. We don't have enough mechanized. So let's knock off a few of those, and we have enough mechanized, enough heavy tanks. That's brilliant. I think actually at this point we could probably have a look at our mechanized. I want our mechanized to go towards the top now. The heavy tanks are doing very nicely. But yeah, we need to focus our resources on these here. So they're growing quicker. Do I need that many heavy tanks being produced? Probably not. But I'll leave it like that for now. I won't change one of them over just yet, because it'd be a huge hit. So we'll keep plugging away. I'll get some more mechanized in there, and then we'll be in a good position. Meanwhile, everything seems to be going well here. Okay, so how do we beat... Oh, did we lose Moscow? We did lose Moscow. The Allies are doing a bum job over here. So, take Moscow. Okay, now what is our next goal? Once we take Moscow, I think it'll be important to push down and take this area down here. It's where all the oil comes from, the Soviet Union. So if we can secure that, that'll give us all the oil we need and cut off the vast majority of their oil access, other than trade, of course. And at this point, I don't imagine there are very many people who would trade with the Soviet Union because they are at war with the Axis and they're at war with the Allies. So if Mongolia, or I assume Xian Kang, have you pronounced that? Yep, if it's, we can look at it this way. If it doesn't come in this part of the world, they're not getting it at all. Oh, that's interesting. Looks like the British Raj is getting raped quite badly. You know, I do want those divisions. I say I don't, but I'll be honest, I want them. What does that even mean? Oh, in battle. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Now at this point, it's probably going to be worthwhile telling you to also garrison this stuff. I want it, and I want it all. There you go, you should be able to hold all of that. Good luck with it. Let's have a quick look at resistance. Yeah, it's up pretty bad up north there. And Moscow's once again ours. Let's have a quick look now. They are at about 50%. 45% of the way through to capitulation, which means I can give that stuff a loan. I think that's going to be a push on Stalingrad. Will be our next. If you actually push for Stalingrad, that should be a nice wide front if we push down. Meanwhile, you guys can go from Moscow. No, that's not going to work, is it? I need a wider front. So, you take that. Plan for going along that river. And then that will be a bit of a distraction force. Excellent, excellent. Probably more fighters at this point. Let's have a quick look how many fighters I've got as well. It would help to max that out. How many fighters have I got? I have... Can't see them. Jet fighters. 187 is bugger all. Yeah, it's not going to work, especially when the Russians have... Yeah. It's not going to work. I've got nothing there. Where do I see how many fighters I've got? Good. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I got 233 planes. Pretty weak, all things considered. We are pretty weak looking, but I tell you what, we've won this war almost entirely through Swedish steel. So you, my friend, you're going to push out that way. You're going to prepare, and then you're going to push out and attack and take a whole bunch of stuff as a distraction force, while these guys keep pushing on towards Stalingrad. And of course, killing anyone they find in the meantime. You can probably go via there first, and then off to Stalingrad. So most of the pockets cleaned up. The Allies will get the rest of them when they're ready. Looks like a pretty good pocket over there as well. And I think we have this locked down. I think we can basically call this game a victory. I'm going to continue on onwards to victory, of course, as I want to do. But we still need to make Japan fall, and that'll be the hard bit later, I think. Once we've got Soviet Union down, we'll need to sort of project our power quite a long way. They've probably had a long time to build up, although they likely have been throwing it away on repeated attacks against the Chinese. Let's have a quick look at the Japanese-Chinese war. They've lost a fair few, although I think Japan has the population to quite easily absorb that. The real issue is that the industry can't keep up with everything that they've been losing. Yeah, loads of losses. There's still the German Reich somewhere, have some divisions. But China's doing very nicely. The question here is China liable to flip over towards us? They're at 49%. Is anyone else flipping? They're at 52, but they haven't flipped yet. And Turkey is 52 as well and hasn't flipped. Maybe you can't have democratic coups. I suppose that makes sense, doesn't it? Take power and say, we're going to have a vote now. I don't think that'll work. So... we'll just do what we can. This may have been a mistake. Maybe not. We will find out shortly. These veterans are bloody powerful. I think that's the maximum they can get to, though. They can't get any higher. Oh, hang on. No, there you go. Oh, no, season. You can't get higher than veteran, I don't think. Level 5. Pushing on Stalingrad. You, my friend, can actually push you off now, I think. Yep, you're doing nicely. Pushing them right back. Now, I don't want to get cut off. We haven't lost any of our core divisions here. So... we might, though, if we're not careful. May as well grab that. You are going to stop attacking, and you are going to stop moving and go up and help them. You're also going to stop where you're going because I'm going to overstretch. I got a little bit too ambitious there. Come on, we need to get in there. Shit, we're going to lose them all. Ah, fuck me. Yep, stuff this. We're going to lose 2 divisions there. But they are surrounded. They are out of supplies. But they're very, very powerful tanks. And we have a capable general who... not quite as powerful as Zhukov, but more focused. Shit, I might lose everyone here. This is bad. You guys are going to go and liberate right now. We've got to get up there. We're so close. We're so close. We're not far away. Cavalry is arriving. If we can just break through. Come on, guys. We're getting there. We're getting there. Yes, come on. Done. So those guys opened up and saved. And now we've, of course, got to save these guys. You know what? You guys push for Stalingrad. Because obviously it worked the first time, didn't it? If we push in there, mate, widen this up, I think that will give us the supplies we need. I'm actually making a bit of a pocket here out of the Russians who are pouncing on us. Now they're being annihilated. Thank you very much. These guys are giving us more divisions. Okay, we're at 21 minutes, but I want to keep on playing just a little bit longer. So, just one more turn, so to speak. Question now is, what are we going to do? Push for that port, I think, is the way to go. Nope. It's going to be to take these guys out. And then go to Vorosgrad? I don't know. Ooh, that is a pocket, if I've ever seen one. And it's being unpocketed very quickly. Shit. I think I've got myself into a little bit of a mess here. Obviously, look at one of our things have been finished, so we are getting nuclear bombs gradually. So maybe we can start nuking people. Maybe Japan will be nuked. Every game I play, every single game I end up nuking Japan. I don't mean to do it. I love Japan. You know, I've been over there, I've lived there for a number of years. I was there for the big earthquake in 2011. It's a beautiful, beautiful country. But it's just in such a position that most of the time I end up nuking the place. You know, you win the war over here in Europe, and, you know, by the time you get around to actually taking care of Japan, you're on the other side of the bloody world. You've got nukes ready. It really is just the easy option. So, poor Japan. We'll see what happens anyway. I may not get to that. Anyway, I've been Blxz. This has been Hearts of Iron for the Swedish Saviours. We are saving the world one Russian at a time. So take care, guys, and I'll see you next time.